Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today, we're going to talk about Nylea, God of the Beatdown. She's got, you just kind of want to run just a whole lot of dudes with her, a whole lot of permanents, rather. So, I think what we'll get to first is the non-permanents, because obviously you want as many permanents with green mana symbols as you can just absolutely get out there, but you've got the problem of overcommitting to the board in a format that everybody loves to board wipe on. So, that being said, I do not have a Colony Hydra, cost 8 specific green, don't own one. Random card I don't have. Anyway, I would put it in there because a lot of these cards just instantly turn her on, and the ability to have a 6/6 indestructible general, pretty neat. Oh, yeah. And she gives your team trample. So there's that too. She also pumps herself in the need of a quick general kill. I don't know. But let's go through the non-permanent stuff first. Obviously, I say non-permanent. Let's do non-green. Obviously, the Emerald Medallion. We're playing mono green, so it just seemed like a good fit. Soul Ring, I know it is. We got some pretty expensive stuff in here, and of course, y'all know I'm crazy addicted to that planar bridge. There's a lot of stuff in here that you can just plop out as an insta blocker, and it will be cool. Anyway, it's a great idea. There's no real way to abuse it in this deck because I don't have a Seedborn Muse. Believe it or not, Seedborn Muse did not make the cut. She didn't. She's too small. Anyway, so our other ramp, we have obviously the 2 of land fetchers, the explosive vegetation, Sky Shroud Claim, Ranger's Path, and of course the big daddy, Boundless Realms. So that's really going to ramp up our mana. Then we've got our mana doubling enchantments, the Vernal Bloom, the Dictate, and Zendikar Resurgent. Love Zendikar Resurgent. It is a little pricey, but cast a creature, draw a card, pretty strong in this deck. I tried to use as many of those as I could. Aspect of the Hydra, really, I mean, this is damn near a win con most of the time. Whatever they don't block, you just blow them out with it, with the aspect. Primal Bellow is pretty similar. I mean, as I said, we are playing mono green, and my stack of forest there says Primal Bellow is going to be awesome. Vitalizing Wind. Not a lot of people play with Vitalizing Wind anymore because it doesn't give trample. I don't care. Give my team +7/+7. Yes, it is kind of a mana intensive at 9 mana. However, with Nylea giving your team trample anyway, hey, it's all good. But if you just got to run Overrun, we're running Overrun. Whirlwind. We have absolutely positively nothing that flies, I don't think. I'm pretty sure. If I've got something that flies, I need to take it out. But Whirlwind, good times. And we all, I mean, the collective unconsciousness here, as I said, we're playing really, really creature heavy. So the ability to just refill your hand back up, kind of awesome. Praetor's Council. I don't know why this thing doesn't give an emblem. I know they want emblems to be only associated with planeswalkers, but this is a mythic 8 mana spell. And there's a memory issue with tracking. Remember 15 turns ago I played? Yeah, anyway, it's a great card to regrow your graveyard. It's amazing. Now, here's where we're going to be that guy. Triumph of the Hordes is in there for when you decide to be that guy. It gives your team effect. Yeah, the other stuff is negligible, +1, trample, whatever. Infect is, I try my best not to abuse it, but this is one of those cards that I just absolutely could not put in. Now let's get to the permanent stuff here. Obviously, we have our Bow of Nylea because we want our attackers to be death touchy. We have Rites of Flourishing, aka Double Meat, Double Cheese. Everybody loves it. Elemental Bond. Hey, this is, here again, most of the time, this is going to say play a creature, draw a card. Lurking Predators is just a good card. We have 37 creatures in the deck. That's a little better than 37% of times we're going to hit a creature. And when it does, it's going to be awesome. I have Gaia's Anthem. I don't know. Mainly because it is an enchantment. It does have 2 green in it. I'll probably, this is probably one of my flex spots that I'll replace with something else at a later time when I decide whatever it is I want to. If y'all got any suggestions, holla at it, boy. Now, Blanchwood Armor, I really tried not to put it in here. I really did, but it just seems so good because it is. Anyway, now let's get to the creatures. Fatty McFatatrons galore. I mean, 9/9s and 8/8s. We are just the Behemoth, the Stomper. Here again, Garrick's Horde. Essentially, this is drawing you an extra card. I mean, you can cast the top card of your library if it's a creature. Now, we do have some shuffle effects in the deck to kind of manipulate it with, but odds are by the time you get your 7 to cast this guy, you're there. You're not going to. But don't underestimate that this is Suedo +1 to your hand size. Really neat. Of course, the Ant Queen, because we're going to have some mana. This is going to be the late game, and we're going to have some mana. And, you know, some people, I'm one of them, in some decks, still play with Coat of Arms. And nothing punishes a Coat of Arms player quite like Ant Queen. And a crazy amount of mana. Hydra, you know we got to have Hydras here. During your upkeep, double them. I mean, there's a good chance that you're going to roll this Joker out for 12 anyway, and it's going to have 10 counters on it, and when you swing, it's going to have 20, and then bad times are a-happening. Or good times, depending on where you're at. Verdant Force. Verdant Force is one that I strongly encourage everybody to play with if you can cast it, because that's every upkeep, folks. Every single upkeep, not just yours. Verdant Force been rocking the world since like Tempest. I don't know. It's been amazing. We have the Plated Slagworm just because it has, well, it's an 8/8 hexproof. I mean, wow. We don't get a whole lot of, you know, really cool abilities like that, so I try to abuse them when I can. Like I said, we're playing a lot of lands, so Molimo, you know, he's right in there, and he has built-in trample. Of course, Gaia's Revenge can't be countered. Not that there's a whole lot of countering going on straight creatures, 1-for-1, but there are some board states, enchantments and artifacts, and some board states that like counter everything when it's been cast. Sorry. No can do. Colonian Hydra. It attacks double them. Here again, double encounters. Beautiful thing. Cloud Thresher. Because, well, it kills a lot of fairies, a lot of Pegasi, kills a lot of things. It does have flash. That is kind of awesome. 4 specific mana symbols. So, what is Nylea? What does she look for? 5? The Cloud Thresher turns Nylea on by itself. That's amazing. Of course, we have the Primordial Sage here. Here again, cast a creature, draw a card. Yavimaya Elder does kind of break the big fatty rule, but, you know, let's face it, he's so awesome. And he looks like a dude from a movie I can't quite put my finger on. Anyway, Terastodon is pretty much as close to the ultimatum as we're going to get in mono green. I mean, it's not bad. I really like it. Spearbreaker Behemoth. Indestructible, and you can pass out indestructible to a lot of your dudes. Like, say, maybe, just maybe, you don't want that guy to die. But most of the time, you're going to be fine with the World Spine Worm dying. Going to be fine with it. Soul the Harvest. Here again, another non-token creature. Drawing a card. So, that's... In green, we don't get mana for cards. Yeah, Harmonize was an aberration, but it's always tied to a creature, and I'm fine with that with this deck because it is all about having the dudes on the board. Speaking of dudes on the board, this guy's indestructible, and he's 3. Now, yeah, he's a 1/1. When you swing with him, he's a 2/2. I mean, it's good. I like him. Acidic Slime is my permanent version of my Naturalize. It's really good. I almost, with Acidic Slime and Wood Elves, I almost thought about putting in the Stampeding Wildebeest, so that it is a 5/4 trample for 4, but requires you to return a green creature. So Wood Elves is perfect for it. Thought hard about it. I may do it. Garrick's Pack Leader. Here again. Love the commander cards here, or the, shall I say, the lieutenant. Sorry about that, guys. It's crazy weather out here in Tennessee, so it's 70 one day and 30 the next. Y'all know how that is. But anyway, as long as you got your commander, it's hard. Once you cast Nylea, it's actually pretty hard to get her off the board. So most of the time, you're going to control your commander. So this guy is just a 6-mana 7/7 that gives your team trample. Hero's Bane. Here again. Hero's Bane is so good. I really love it. Those are permanent counters. I do kind of miss the Pro Black from the other guy, from the Mutant Ninja Turtle, but I'll make that trade for permanent counters. As I said, we're playing a lot of green creatures, so we might as well be playing them with Flash. Here's another one that would be really good to keep putting back in your hand every turn. So, oh, no, it's on it. Yeah, so this is not that good to just replay and replay. It just, maybe if you had more mana symbols. I thought it was put it on another one. I have been playing this card wrong. Not the once or twice that I've drawn it. Anyway, here's the Acolyte. Whoa. Just seems like a really good mana, dude. Smograph Monstrosity. It's just a big fatty. It does die. You get randomly 2 things back. Pekka Worm. Vorapede. I kind of like Vorapede. The Vigilance, pretty sweet. Undying. Undying may not be as cool because, as you've seen, there's a few ways to put some +1 counters on it. So, obviously, we got Llanowar Elf because it's mana ramp. I didn't go the whole stretch with, the Elvish Mystic and the Finhorn and all that, but I guess I could have. Sandstep Mastodon, 5/5 reach. I love this bolster 5. Love it, love it. I mean, more times than not, you're going to have a 6/6 Llanowar out of the deal, which, you know what? I'm cool with. Primal Crux. Yeah, Primal Crux. It has power and toughness equal to your devotion to green. Chroma, for those that don't know, devotion was actually fixed chroma. When they made chroma in Shadowmoor Eventide, for some reason it was not well received. People didn't like it. So they considered it a failure and scrapped it. But the design team thought that there was something there, that maybe they could improve upon it, and they come up years later with Devotion, which is, as you know, everybody loved it. I don't know if it was just the way they made the chroma cards, don't know, but the chroma cards work really well in Devotion decks. That's pretty much what this is. This is a Devotion to green. You know, it's pretty much just a generic play a lot of green dudes, beat face, maybe give them infect. I don't know. Elder Scale Worm has is this, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It has 7 instances of the number 7. How awesome is that? Because if your lifesteal is less than 7, becomes 7. As long as you have 7, it reduces less than 7. Instead reduces to 7, and then it's a 7/7. So that's, I love the flavor behind that. Love it. It's great. I like it when they pay real close attention to stuff like that. Makes my day. And a lot of times you can buddy up with somebody and get them to pay the tribute or get them to not pay the tribute, depending on what you need to happen at the time. Maybe you just need to fight that guy. Maybe you just need the 12/12. Don't know. Now, Rushwood Elemental. He is only a 4/4 for 5, but he does have trample and he gets bigger. So, it's not bad. Like I said, he turns on Nylea himself. Nothing like an elemental to make that nature god go, yeah, baby. Anyway, Nakata War Pride. I think this card is outstanding. I played it in Standard back when it was Standard legal. This is great. If they're... It's a weenie horde killer for lots of goblins and elves. I mean, if they are 3/3s or less, this is a green Wrath of God. When he attacks, it is a green, actually more than that, because he has to be blocked. And whenever he attacks, you put however many creatures they have, you get that many of them, of this guy. And now all these copies have to be blocked. Now the sick thing that I did with it is I put him in when I played Standard with him, there was the Essence Warden and Soul Warden. They were both in Standard at the same time. And then there was that creature that said when a creature comes in, it gets +2/+2 until the turn. So they were 5/5s. Anyway, beautiful card. Love Nakata War Pride. It does wipe out some weenie hordes. Now keep in mind, this guy's getting dead. He's getting dead hard. They are blocking this guy with enough to kill him because they don't want this happening twice. I promise. Last card is from the heart now. Force of Nature. A lot of people give up on Force of Nature years ago. Not me. Love my Force of Nature. That's right, Jack. My oldest son, Jack, collects Force of Natures. But anyway. Force of Nature, 8/8, 6 mana, trample. I'll pay the 4. Longtime watchers, y'all know that he's the reason for the jump. But that is what I have got for today. I do appreciate y'all watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and I'm on Patreon if y'all want to go that route. I appreciate it. But I do appreciate y'all watching. But right now, it is time to shuffle and cut.